probably have to read that out. It's cable in general. Like these wires, like going all over the place, like in your house. Like all these wires everywhere. You're like standing up looking at all these wires, like, oh my god. Well, anyway, I bet they're all like looking at me, right? Going like, oh look, it's like Robert Smith. There's a lot of people here I know, especially Clumsy. Handsome Clem is here. I'm boring? Okay, I won't be boring anymore. Alright, let's ask people what they do for a living. What do you do for a living? Night care, okay, that's cool. Alright. No, that's right. That's a nice shirt. That's okay. I like my jacket. And like your shirt, it's like, on color coordinated. Well, Brecky and Sunny and Brecky and Cable. Cable and Brecky and Sunny. And, you know where the laundromat? I put myself in like the laundry thing earlier, and I bounced around and stuff like that. I was going to do it, like I said before, I was going to do an intense performance piece about somebody who is committing suicide, who is thinking about committing suicide, and I was going to use all these proportions about trees and nature, like this news around like that, and I was going to have this like little dinky plan, and I was going to show how reality proportion was out of place, and how people were out of place, and how we're all alike. But I didn't think you really understand that. Well, you do, but you're the only one. So, anyway, to go on with that whole idea, mess with my mind. I enjoy it. This is what I like. Nobody says anything. Nobody says a word. Hey, nice jacket, man! My buttons. They're not for you. Say something, man! You drive? Okay, if I fall back, will you guys be impressed? I just drop myself randomly. Okay, are you happy? You guys are idiots, man. No, I could take a brick and slam it up against my head, and you guys would just be like, cool, dude, cool. It's Bricky! Yeah! Bricky's here! Come on! Alright. Okay. You can stop taping me now because I think it'd be better if you stop taping me. Stop. Stop now. Turn it off. I want to use profanity, and I can't do that if you're taping me, right? Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Sex. Lots and lots of anal sex. Yes. There are a few here. And I know them well. They're friends of mine. And I work at a graveyard. You see this? I work on the graveyard all day today, and I bury people.
Hey, we hope you're enjoying the Bludstone Show. That was Sid, and you're about to hear Bludstone live.
I'm getting really bored with this.
We're back with the Bludstone Show. And we just got some munchies and decided to go ahead and put some of this stuff on. I have my coif that I talked about earlier now. This was bought by a guy whose name is Dwomar, that's his SCA name, at what is known as Penzic War. And Eric, explain what Penzic War is.
Alright, well, to make it short and sweet, Penzic War is a yearly event which happens in Butler, Pennsylvania in the last couple weeks of August. It started about 20 years ago and has basically continued non-stop every year. And it's held at, like I said, it's held in Butler, Pennsylvania, at a place called Cooper's Lake, which is a privately owned campground. It's basically a war between the Eastern Kingdom, which is mostly part of the Atlantic seaboard, down to I think North Carolina. Thanks. And basically, is a war. Basically, the whole point of this war, which is all entirely mock combat, along with other events, sort of the local big convention, if you will, of people involved in the Society for Creative Anachronism. Basically, as I was saying, the whole point of this war is that the loser gets Pennsylvania for the next year. More specifically, Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. The loser gets Pittsburgh. I love that. Authorization is a process that you must go through if you're interested in fighting in the SCA. And you have to authorize with sword and shield first. And basically what authorization means, if you are authorized, it means that you've gone through sort of a test, which shows that you are, number one, safe, number two, you can properly wield your weapon and shield, your sword and your shield, and so you won't go out there and get hurt. And so what else is there that they try to look for an authorization?
Basically just how aware you are of yourself. If you're somebody who covers up and closes your eyes, or if you're somebody who basically is hitting too harder than necessary. The whole point is not to be the winner. It's to fight.
To have fun.
Yeah.
To have fun and not try to hurt people.
To fight in an honorable and chivalrous manner, as was befitting the Middle Ages.
Right. And so what we do is we find people who are interested in the SCA, and we take them through, and people who are actually, much better fighters than I am, take them through, show them what they're supposed to do, get their shield work down, get their sword work down, all that kind of stuff, and show that they can fight safely, and then they decide to take, okay, you're ready to take your authorization test. Now I see, this is kind of interesting. My nickname's Bludstone. That's why I picked it for Thorolf Bludstone, my SCA name. But also, we're starting a household, which is not really, a household is not really an SCA group as a legal on-paper kind of group, is it?
The households within the Society for Creative Anachronism are not official bodies. You do not have to join one. You do not have to be involved with one. They have no bearing on how any decisions or anything are made. Basically, they're informal groupings of friends who, a common theme, there might be a household of musicians, there might be a household of fighters. Other terms to them might be guilds or fellowships or circles. Usually it's just a group of people who share a common interest or a common like for one another. And the term started in the beginning of the SCA, when in the beginning it would consist of a knight or knights, their ladies, their men-at-arms, and other followers. But since then the process has been somewhat democratized, and now anybody can form a household as long as there's two or more people who are willing to say, hey, we're a household.
And what we basically plan to do
It's my show,
is just
and
kick
I can
back
do what
and
I want to.
kind of be informal. We're just going to kick back, and you're going to see scenes of fighting, and you're going to see things about armory. One of the things that's kind of interesting is this weapon here. It's not a real sword. It's a piece of metal, basically, that kind of is shaped like a sword. Now, we don't use these in the SCA. This is mine. It's a no-no. In fact, you're not allowed to have a real weapon on a tournament field at all, period. You can carry them at events, but only if they are, what's the term?
Peace-bound.
Peace-bound. And what do they do when they peace-bind them?
Usually it's some way of tying the handle down, or binding it down, so you have to spend a few minutes untying it to pull out.
Well, that's the House Bludstone sword, and that's the sword that I got for actually being a mercenary in a small raid in the SCA.
I couldn't tell you for sure, because
I'm not a period policeman. I don't know him that well. So, but another one of the things that you'll find,
and potatoes. What else? I'm sure there are
lentils. Isn't lentils period?
I think lentils
Because
are.
we got hecklers. We have hecklers in the film crew. And there are women. One important thing is that there are not a great proportion of women who fight, but women can fight. One of the things that's nice about the SCA is that size and strength do help, but because of the style of fighting, a woman can do very well. And how many women would you say that you've known or seen at war or whatever else there are that?
Well, the ratio is nowhere near as many men who fight, but it seems to be growing all the time. I know of 2 women in our local group who fight. And I mean, it's real common to see women in armor at the Pensic War and larger event. It's something that basically, if you're relatively physically fit, you have good reflexes, or even if you don't, in my case, that if you enjoy a challenge, then fighting may be for you. Of course, it is a bit off-putting. I mean, having people, swing rattan swords at you.
Hey, give me that shield, would you? I just want to take a minute here and just thought of this.
Yeah, well, this is Rick's job, man, but
This is a shield. I can hide behind it. This shield is the one that I fight with, and protects me pretty well. And this is an SCA legal shield. Thanks for watching the Bludstone Show. The opinions expressed on this show do not reflect the opinions of the Cincinnati Community Video. And remember, Rude Ralph loves you.